I previously covered quite a few times. I think once here, the other time is after the buying climax, saying wait for a pullback. So depending on where you actually enter the trade, it did not really go too far yet. So this is the support level. So this is a previous resistance, now turn the support. So you can see it works out quite nicely. So here's a resistance. One is broken out here. So now it turns into the support area. So quite a textbook style, support becomes resistance or resistance becomes support. So right after the breakout, it just kind of tested the axis line, and here we go again last week. So we have another spike of the volume. So on Friday is just another test. So far, in terms of the structure, we are having the buying climax, automatic reaction, secondary test, phase A. So we have a shakeout type of the action. So that's the kind of a shakeout type. But you can see volume is very low and is even lower or negligible. Subsequently, followed by this kind of the test with negligible volume. So this is indeed a very good sign for supply drying up. So after that, here's the kind of like a sign of strength rally. You can maybe just assume this as a sign of strength rally. This is the backing up. Okay, so we are actually kind of breaking out, well, almost completed the whole accumulation structure. So the next phase is actually phase E, the marking up process, which is a clear uptrend. So in terms of the supply level, I think the concern is on this field here. So basically it's the backup action. So if you look closer, we definitely get quite a lot of the supply come in. So this is a spike of the supply, another spike of the supply, and that's definitely buying climax, channel overbought. Subsequently, we definitely expect a reaction. So we do get a reaction, another test, and supply is not that excessive, and eventually we get the decreasing of the supply and also very low volatility small spread bars. So last Friday or last Thursday, there is attempt to break out, but straight away get a rejection with another spike of the supply. So this is even higher than the previous supply. So right now, there are two things that we can expect from here. One is that this is probably just acted as a prompt, so uptrust as a prompt, like a test. So a test of the upside to see how much supply is left there. So if we still have a lot of the supply as showing up here, then what's the reaction? What's the coming up reaction? So this is the bar as a test. So this is quite an encouraging bar because I don't really see quite a lot of the downward follow through. So hopefully that it can still get absorbed and then eventually have a move up and breakout. Then we can probably call it a completion of the accumulation structure for PIE. So the other scenario is we probably get similar kind of the reaction. So something like this, and for final another test, and then slowly will just creep up again, and while it's becoming less volatile and also decreasing of the supply. So I'm more prone to the first scenario, which is the bullish type of the scenario. So hopefully it can just settle down and just keep going up. So that's PIE. So in terms of the upside projection, is I've done an estimation with the point and figure calculation. So there are quite a few calculation. So first of all, that's the test count 3.4. So you can see how well it works. So that is based on this segment here. So that's the very base count and also the original accumulation structure projected to about 3.4 is somewhere around here. This is 3.5. So subsequently, you can see that it's kind of just stopped there for a long time, maybe close to 10 months, 11 months, close to a year. So that's a relatively accurate count. So I have done the subsequent count with so that's the first target, 4.3. So that's the confirmation. So I would say that the first target would be a 4.3 if we can see a successful breakout from here. So that's 4.3, followed by more upside like 6.6, 7, or 8. So there's definitely a lot of the fuel in the tank. So more upside ahead for PIE. So I think if the market is going well, then we can expect further upside ahead for PIE. Okay, so that's really good for holding for long-term investing, or if you want, depending on your trading time frame or your personality, then you can either opt for just to holding for long-term to sit through the volatility. Maybe you can just go up, reaccumulate, go up again, or maybe something like this. Or if that suits you well, you can maybe try this kind of the position trading or investing. Otherwise, if you can't be bothered to get stuck within this sort of the trading range, maybe it will happen last for like 1 month or 2 months or even 3 months, then you will only catch one swing. And when the time is right, then you might want to jump back in and then to catch another upswing. So it's totally up to your trading style and your trading time frame.